Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel, Cooking with me, Chef Quee. Today you guys, it is Cookmas Day 2 and we are making smothered chicken. Let's cook. Alright you guys, the first thing we're going to start off doing is seasoning our chicken. So I have some thighs and legs here. If you want to use breasts and wings, you certainly can. So I'm going to season it with my Tony's. As you can see, the Lowry seasoning salt, paprika, onion powder, black pepper, thyme, and my favorite, the ranch dips mix. Don't forget to get underneath the skin as well, you guys. You want the chicken to be flavorful throughout when you bite into it. Alright, so now we're going to lightly season the flour and then we're going to dredge the chicken in the flour. Now we are not deep frying this chicken, y'all. We're only going to sear it on the stove just to create a nice crispy skin, and the coating of the flour would definitely help with that. Alright, so now we are ready to sear our chicken. So I have some olive oil here and I'm going to add in some butter. And I got my pan on I'm going to turn my pan on to a medium-high heat. And we're going to lay our chicken in skin side down. Just going to cook it on both sides for 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, our skin is golden brown and nice and crispy like we want, so we're going to remove it from the skillet and place it on the baking pan. We're going to bake it at 425 degrees for 1 hour. Now you want to leave that fat in the pan because that's what we're going to use to make our gravy. Alright, so my chicken has about a good 5 minutes remaining on it in the oven, so I'm going to go ahead and start on my gravy. So this is the fat that we reserved from earlier. So I got my pan on a medium heat, and I'm going to add in my flour. I got about 2 tablespoons of flour, so I'm going to add that in. I'm going to whisk that around, and we're going to let this flour cook for about 2 minutes just to get that raw flour taste out of it, okay? You want to make sure you let that flour cook out, otherwise your gravy is going to taste like straight flour, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to add in my aromatic, which is a half an onion that I sliced. I'm going to saute that around until it's nice and translucent. Alright, so I got some chicken broth here. I'm going to add that in a little bit at a time. If you want to use water, you certainly can. But you guys know I always recommend that chicken broth for the extra added flavor. Alright you guys, so while the gravy is simmering, we're going to add in some heavy cream. This is just going to make the gravy nice and creamy. Alright, so I wanted to thicken my gravy a little more, so I added a little bit more flour to it. Alright, so now I'm going to add my chicken back into the pan, and I'm going to spoon this beautiful gravy all over the chicken. And you guys will notice the longer it sits, the thicker it becomes. Alright you guys, my gravy is nice, thick, and creamy like I want. The only thing I felt I was missing was some chopped parsley for garnish, but that is totally fine. I whipped up some white rice to go along with it. You can also whip up some mashed potatoes, you guys. But when I tell you, this recipe is so good, the skin on it is perfect, nice and crispy, not soggy at all. You guys have to try it. Thank y'all so much for watching and coming to cook with me on Cookmas Day 2. I will see you guys tomorrow in Cookmas Day 3.